What's going on, guys? So I'm currently sitting here editing the video that you guys are watching right now, and I seriously have no clue what happened in the intro. I'm positive I filmed one. I remember filming it, but pretty much I'm doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me at Bryan.Arnett. But I'm going to go through, and there's 82 comments total. I'm going to answer as many as I can, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Enjoy the video. I'm just going to start here at the top and scroll down, and then I guess just pick my favorite ones. H2O_1000 asks, Dream Skate sponsor, and I have answered this in a past Q&A, but I wasn't really that specific with my answer. I think I just said something like any truck company or any shoe company, but now my answer has changed. I want to be sponsored by a company like Revive Skateboards or Force Wheels, just because it seems like a lot of fun to skate with the team. Jesse Guerrero, I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, but he asked, who's your favorite skater? And my favorite skater, I've answered this before, Chris Jocelyn. He also asked favorite trick downstairs and favorite ledge trick. My favorite tricks downstairs are late shove and backside flip, and my favorite ledge trick is a crooked grind. H2O_1000 asks, how long do your shoes last before having to buy a new pair? I'm not even joking, you guys, my shoes usually last at most a month. And I did a shoe review on these, but these I'm still skating these. There's no holes in the bottom. Obviously I've shoe glued it a lot. I finally ripped the laces, but I've been skating these for 4 months, and I think they still have at least 2 weeks in them. I'm not sure. I still have another pair of DCs lying right over there that I'll skate after those. But yeah, on average, usually around a month. Broccoli asks, do you smoke? And no, I have never smoked, and I don't plan on ever smoking. Thrasher Boy 101 asks, what's your dream trick? And my dream trick, I've said this in a past Q&A, late shove, late flip. _Jackson.m asks, what is your weakness trick? My weakness trick is any nollie heel variation. Nollie heel by itself, nollie inward heel, nollie half cab heel, things like that. _Samreed13 asks, what's your favorite skate park? I'm not just gonna narrow it down to one. I'm gonna tell you guys my 2 favorite skate parks. First one, of course, Pirate Skate Park, and the second one is Santa Clarita Skate Park. Pharmacy Sucks asks, do you think you are the horniest skater out there? If so, please bust a nut on your grip tape and try to skate it for a future video. You guys asked some really weird questions. Tony the Skater 11 asks, why did you decide to start skating? My brother actually got me into skating. We would always play Tony Hawk's American Wasteland together. He doesn't skate anymore, but he should get back into it. I don't think he ever will, but that'd be cool. Loathboy_21 asks, what was the hardest trick for you to learn? And I know you guys are probably thinking I'm gonna say some crazy late flip or late shove type of trick, but honestly my first kickflip was the hardest trick for me to learn. I learned kickflip sex change before an actual just normal kickflip, just because it was easier for me to get it to flip. But yeah, I don't know exactly for you guys how long my first kickflip took me, but I'd say it took months. Alexis_skates801 asks, have you ever broken your leg? No, thankfully. I probably just jinxed it. I'll probably go break my leg tomorrow or something. Sebastian Laplane asks, street part, and I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your last name right, but I do have a street part. It's up on my channel, it'll pop up right there. It's my 4th of July part, but I'm pretty sure you're talking about a new street part. And I wasn't working on a new street part, but now I'm working on a new street part with my friend Anthony Piatto. We're just gonna make like a short little video. Each of us are probably gonna have 1.5 minute parts. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be full of crazy bangers, but who knows, I guess you guys will have to wait and see. Aiden P. Madden asks, do you like Darkstar? I've never had a Darkstar, I've never tried Darkstar. I would like to try Darkstar. Skate_Days asks, which would you rather give a late shove or switch barrel heel? Obviously switch barrel heel, because late shove is like my go-to trick. And switch barrel heel down anything would probably take me like 100 tries. Trey Skates asks, how many outsider boards have you broken? And I want to say I've only fully snapped 3 or 4 outsider boards my whole time skating outsider decks. Brackstocks_Skates asks, have you ever thought of quitting skateboarding before? I have quit skating before when I first started. I started when I was around 7, and then I quit. And then I quit a total of I think 3 times. But since I started again when I was around 12, and I kept on skating until now, I haven't thought of quitting since then. I don't know if that made that much sense to you guys, but let's move on. I'm Chin asks, have you ever thought of doing something other than a late shove it out of / into everything? Yeah, I actually do late flips too. Just kidding, but a lot of people actually think that I only do late shove and late flip tricks, but that's actually not the case. I do a lot of normal tricks too. I think the late tricks stand out, which is why you guys think I only do late tricks. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think I only do late tricks, or do you think I mix it up? _Anthony with 2 N's and 4 Y's with 2 underscores at the end asks, what is your favorite trick you did in your video part? And I was gonna say something like really obvious, like one of the 2 bangers, like laser flip down that 3 block or backside flip the 10. But I think my favorite trick in my video part was the kickflip, back 50, trade flip out on the Santa Paula High School ledge, just because that's probably my first ever flip in, flip out trick, and it was on a street ledge, and I don't know, I was just really proud of it. It didn't take that long. I was first trying backside flip out, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, kickflip back 50, tray flip out, Santa Paula High School edge. Next question. Jose.skates asks, if you could be sponsored by any board company, who would you want to be sponsored by? Straight up, Kryptonics. T-Bones asks, if you could be sponsored by any company that wasn't associated with skateboarding, who would it be? This is actually a really good question. I'm surprised nobody's asked it before. If you don't know what he's talking about, he's pretty much asking if I can be sponsored by anything that doesn't have to do with skating, like how P-Rod is sponsored by Target. And I would have to go with Taco Bell, just because I would never have to pay for food again. Like, I would probably get really fat, but I would skate it off, you know? So, Taco Bell. Whoa, Anthony asks, when are you gonna start collabing with other YouTubers? And I'll start collabing with other YouTubers as soon as I start skating with other YouTubers. None of my friends do YouTube, and I don't have a car to travel. I can only go as far as the bus goes. But yeah, hopefully soon, 2017. Danny_Diaz84 asks, would you ever skate something big like the Hollywood 16? I'm not saying I'm gonna do this down Hollywood 16, but if I did anything on it, it would be ollie. But I've been there, and it's huge. It's so long. You have to go really, really fast. I've never tried it. I don't think I will. But if I did, it would just be ollie. That's all I'm saying. And I would never probably go past 16 stairs. It's something that I have thought about before. I know I can ollie it, but I just don't think it's worth it, especially for just an ollie. AdrianQuez.13 asks, pants or shorts? Shorts, man. Pants are cool too. I wear them every once in a while, but to skate in, shorts for sure. I just feel like I have more freedom to move my legs, be more flexible, like a bird. Samuel_Naylor asks, what do you enjoy most about skating? I love learning new tricks, rolling away from just any trick, especially when you're trying it for hours, getting mad, slamming, and just you finally land it. That feeling, that's what I skate for. AlexSkater559 asks, where do you live? My address is actually... Just kidding, I'm pretty sure by now you guys could legit figure out exactly where I live if you wanted to by looking at my previous videos. I literally walk out of my house vlogging with my address behind me. So yeah. Next question. Schizo_6 asks, what's the difference? Jig. Angel_DGK_ asks, favorite trick at the moment? And I already answered for downstairs and on ledge, so I'm gonna answer for flat ground. On flat ground, my favorite trick will probably always be a tray flip. Soriano X Anthony asks, can you dark slide? Dark slide is one of those tricks that I've never tried it, but I love the way it looks. But I've pretty much never tried it because it simply ruins your grip tape. But let me know in the poll up here in the corner if you guys want to see a process video for dark slides. Julian_sucks_13 asks, how do you feel about big booty hoes? They're a blessing, man. Diego Avila asks, how did you get on Celeste? If you guys don't know, Celeste is my clothing sponsor, and the way I got on was pretty simple. They posted a picture on Instagram saying that they had a couple spots open on the team, and my friend Ruben tagged me in the picture. Shout out to you, Ruben. I wouldn't have been on the team if it wasn't for you. But pretty much you had to show them your footage in one of three ways. The first way was to DM them footage on Instagram, I believe. The second way was to email them footage, and the third way was to tag them on your Instagram clips on your Instagram profile, which is exactly what I did, and I ended up getting on the team. Miguel Shardo asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I think about this question a lot. Sadly, I don't exactly know where I'm going to be in 5 years, but what I can tell you guys is that I will be on a skateboard. Hyro N Skates asks, if you had to choose between your sponsors, who will it be? Celeste or Outsider Skateboards? Well, for one, you left out Stay Lifted Co. And for two, Celeste is a clothing company and Outsider is a debt company, so I can have both. So, there's my little loophole. Manny.Fieros asks, where is better skate spots, Fillmore or SP? Hashtag 805, hashtag Cali, and would you skate with me in SP someday? Honestly, I think Santa Paula has more skate spots. I might just be saying that just because Fillmore's are a little burnt out because I've been skating on my whole life, but I'll skate with you in Santa Paula this Saturday. I'll be going to Santa Paula this Saturday. I'm saying that right now because I'm making a promise, that way I don't back out and just flake. So yeah, I'm going to Santa Paula this Saturday. Anyone who lives in Santa Paula, hit me up. I'll be at the park. Yeah, I don't know what else. More details on Snapchat. Chad Skates asks, greatest achievement in skateboarding. I'm not going to tell you guys just one, I'm going to tell you guys three. Let you guys be the judge of which one is the best, or at least in your guys' opinion. So the first one was putting out my very first street part. Finally finishing that first part. It was such a big accomplishment for me because I was always watching parts and I was always street skating and filming and getting footage, but I wouldn't wait and put out a full part. I would post up like 30 seconds of it or post it on Instagram, and I wouldn't be patient enough to make my own part, and then I finally did it. The second one is my first time getting sponsored. It was by Stay Lifted Co., my first sponsor, and just your first time getting sponsored. Obviously you're gonna be really happy and really proud, but it was just such a great achievement for me. And the third thing was getting my name on a skateboard. I wasn't pro, I'm not pro right now, but it was just a one-of-a-kind team deck for recognition skateboards. It's right up there on my wall. Sadly, I had to skate it, so it snapped. But that's it. Bryan Arnett right there. Recognition, night owl. So that's it for the questions today, guys. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at bryan.arnett. Like I said, for the next time I'm doing a Q&A. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for videos every other day. I'll see you guys hopefully in 2 days for a new video.